A civil war has hit the shores of Australia, and in 2025, it's only getting worse. The popular fruit dessert, the Acai Bowl, has sparked a nationwide war between store owners, all fighting for their shop to gain a competitive advantage over competing stores. Only recently, a video surfaced on TikTok posted by the owners of Acai World, Maryland, after their store had been completely burnt to the ground by an unknown perpetrator. With gun violence and fire bombings between store owners only continuing to escalate, I wanted to get to the bottom of this war once and for all. My mission for today was simple. Firstly, I wanted to find out how are innocent members of the community coping while being forced to live their lives between these violent crimes. Secondly, I wanted to see if I could somehow squeeze an interview with the two store owners from the burnt down store Acai World in Maryland. And last but not least, I wanted to find out which Acai store in Sydney had the most unbeatable texture. All right, boys, we're out here in Maryland tonight. Do you guys know about the current Acai War that's happening in Western Sydney? What are your thoughts on the whole thing?
Brother, it's over ice cream.
So, did you guys hear about the store that got burnt down called the Acai World?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
Do you know sort of what happened with the whole ordeal? Do you know maybe who did it? We're trying to find out a few clues to the situation.
Look, I don't really eat ice cream, but I don't know who did it, brother. Wallah, I can't tell you that.
I reckon it's probably accidental. I don't think it was on purpose, you know?
Yeah. What about you, bro?
I know who it was, bro.
You know who it was?
Yeah.
Who was it? This guy here? Is that why you're wearing the hoodie and you're trying to cover yourself up?
Fuck.
Run. Do you guys hang around the station a lot, or?
Barely, bro.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
What do you reckon should happen with this war? How do we end the war?
Find them and bash them because they got bombed, so they should bomb them back.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
If I was them, I'll get the revenge back. I'll go for the get back. GBG, mother. GBG.
So after speaking to those Maryland's SJs at the station last night, I've got to find out a way where I can message the guys from Acai World, the guys whose store got burnt down in Maryland. Hopefully we can meet up with them and organize an interview. So I'm going to go to their Instagram and I'm going to say, hey boys, we're currently filming a documentary about the recent Acai Wars. All right, message sent, and now the waiting game begins. And in the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy this acai and All I could do to get to the bottom of this attack was wait. So in the meantime, I decided to go and check out one of Western Sydney's most famous acai spots, the Acai House Wetherill Park. Bro, this is crazy. What's going on here?
Brother, look around us. Acai has taken over Sydney.
Wait, so are all these guys here for you basically?
Pretty much. Well, we did the call out on Instagram, got the crowd going, and the crowd going up and down.
So many people here. No, it's actually good because like in my area, I'm from Chatswood.
Yeah.
There's nothing like this. Like there's no hangout spot. Bro, you're only 20 years old. You already own an acai store. What's that like running a business at such a young age?
My dad, I was running his kebab shop for a while.
Yeah.
And I wanted to venture into something different. And I came up with this idea. And the one thing I think that you need to become a successful businessman or an entrepreneur is your faith. Success comes from the back of that.
So bro, I'm sure you've heard about the recent Acai War that's been happening over the last 1 to 2 years.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the war so far and how has it impacted your business?
I think it's something that shouldn't be taking place in our community. Acai is for the community. People just come out just to enjoy the acai.
So I don't know if you heard, bro, but there was actually a store in Sydney that recently got burnt down from this war. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think anyone will find out who did it. It shouldn't take place in our streets and in our stores. We're all family-run businesses that work hard for our money. That's all it is at the end of the day, man. And for the people that have been affected, my heart's out to them. And if they need anything, hit us up in our Instagram or reach out to us. We're there to help whoever needs.
And do you know the store that personally got bombed out in Western Sydney?
Yes, I know the brothers. My heart goes out to them. And I hope they come back stronger and better than ever. And I guarantee you that we'll be there on their first day of reopening to support them full force.
Oh, I'm fiending for 1A.
Huh?
That was so good. This is our very strange editor, Justin.
Hello, me.
How long's the line? All right, what do we have here, bro?
So we have the pound for pound, best acai around. Let me tell you.
Pound.
Texture check. This one's Biscoff Bueno. Try this one.
How many calories?
No calories. If you're on a calories deficit, you got to come straight to Acai House. Jamie's enjoying it, mate.
I love it, bro. All right, bro. So obviously you've shown us around the Acai House. Congratulations on all your success at such a young age, 20 years old. What do you think has been the key behind your success?
Every day there's a new challenge. Every day there's a new wave. There's a new wave to accomplish. And once you learn how to fluctuate your life with business, you become successful.
And how has God helped you through the tough times you've been through in business?
Or only thing you can be relying on is God. You can just pray, just sit there in peace with your own mind, and God's there, always there to help.
Amazing, bro. Well, thank you so much for showing us around and giving us some bowls, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out.
Nice to meet you,
my
bro.
brothers.
God
I'd like to
bless.
see you around more often.
100%, bro.
Hopefully.
Appreciate it. As we were leaving the Acai House, I had this spontaneous idea to take a shot in the dark and ask Fats if by any chance he knew the two store owners from the burnt down store Acai World.
Bro, they're lovely boys, man. When I
Reckon-
first met them, and they treated me and the boys like we're family.
Do you reckon-
I'll send him a message now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll send him a message
Just,
now.
if you could, bro, that'd be amazing. Woo! All right. He messaged us. I'm nervous. What you gonna say? Because if he doesn't like come through for us, we're kind of screwed. Just so you know. Because, bro, put it this way: if he says we can't get an interview with him, if they've said no to him, that means they've said no, like officially, essentially, yeah.
Hey bro, I've reached out to Acai World and I haven't heard any news back. Maybe you can go swing past their shop and maybe they're renovating and trying to reopen. Maybe you'll catch them there. But from my end, bro, I tried and still haven't heard anything.
That's not too bad.
Speak soon.
The fact that they haven't replied to him means they haven't said no, right? So if we just have to go to their shop, swing past, see them there and ask for an interview, at least they haven't said no. True? I gotta stop doing that. We then travelled all the way to Gladesville on the other side of Sydney to meet a man named Jared, a father of two who was recently released after spending over 10 years behind bars. Jared's been running a successful acai store for nearly 5 months now. And the best part, he had no idea what acai even was prior to his release only a few short months ago.
Hey, my
How are you, big man?
How you doing, my man?
Good to see you, brother. What's
things?
happening? Good, man.
Not much,
Good. Nice shot, man. A lot of
Thanks,
families
bro.
around. Hey.
Yeah, welcome to the Purple Prince, bro.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. Wow.
Looking after the community down here.
It's good, man. It's good.
You a Acai fan?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
I love acai.
Let me make you one.
All right, bro. So, quick question: how do you actually make an acai bowl? Because I've actually never seen anyone make one.
So the first thing we do, we sauce our carpet on the sides, the bottom, lots and lots of sauce in there. And then we go straight out to our machine.
I like your ready.
Thanks, bro.
How long did that take to grow? Far out. That's long.
13-year effort.
That's like a minute. That's like a meter long.
And so we put just under half the cup, leave some room for our granola, put half that granola, come over to our strawberries, and then we just fan our strawberries out, keep it looking pretty.
Pretty good, man. It's all about the look, right?
That's it, bro. Banana, some nice bananas. Same thing, we just get the girls, fan them out nice. That's what we look like at our halfway stage. We just do bottom, and then, so we can lay our granola and all that. And then set it up for the top,
How many steps is left? Just the sauce?
just the sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
That's easy.
So we sauce, put all the Nutella around it. Everyone loves the Nutellas.
Is that my bowl?
What's your bowl, bro?
Damn, that looks good. It's all about the texture, eh?
That's it, bro.
All about the texture.
That's what they
Far
say.
out, that's nice. So what do you reckon like makes your acai different from the rest?
We get the best of the best, Amazon power, thaw it out,
Yep.
put it in our machines,
Yep.
pure sauces,
Yep.
put them straight in the sauce warmers, and bro, we just do it as intended.
All right, bro. So I'm sure you've been hearing about the Sydney Acai War has been happening for the past 6-12 months. What are your thoughts on them? Do you feel like it affects your store at all?
Bit of a hype, man. I wouldn't have any knowledge about any Acai War.
Yeah.
Plenty of Acai for everyone as far as I'm concerned, but
You didn't see it all happen like early last year.
found out what Acai was 12 weeks ago.
Yeah, wow.
So before that, it was pretty, had no idea about the Acai War, but now I know a few boys that have Acai shops, and Acai for everyone, bro.
So you have like a more positive outlook on the competition, you would say?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you open up and, it's, I don't really understand why there'd be a war over Acai in the first place,
So bro, what I found fascinating was that you actually didn't know about what acai was. What was the reason for that?
So I was, locked up for a while, bro. So especially when all this acai took off, bro, I had no idea what acai was. I didn't expect it to be this hard. This is a 7-day-a-week, 24-hour job. Like, it's so much more than I ever expected.
And what do you think was the hardest thing about you being in prison for so long?
Been away from my family, bro. Missing births, missing, first steps, first words.
What do you think is one like misconception people might have about you? Feel like people have the right impression of you, or is there more to Jared than people might know?
We all make mistakes, whether we, intend to do it or not, doesn't matter. I don't judge anybody, I don't care what anyone's done in their past, who they are. I judge everyone how they treat me.
Nice to meet you, brother. I appreciate the time.
Thanks,
Thank you. Appreciate it. So it's been, 2.5 weeks, and I still haven't got a response from the Acai World Instagram page. It says temporarily closed. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if we just rocked up, I guess. We could go this afternoon. see if anyone's there. Yeah, like I'm sure a current affairs approached them. I'm sure Today Tonight, Channel 9 News approached them all for interviews. So I don't know why. Yeah, they're probably just bombarded with media requests. I'm sure they saw it. Like they haven't got like hundreds of thousands of followers either. I guess we could just go tonight, but you're busy tonight, eh? So I'll just go by myself.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
It's alright. I'll go tonight. I'll go tonight.
Alright, let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I'll call you while you're on your little date.
Alright, cut.
Alright guys, I am just in Marylands right now. I've got Nick on the phone, say hi.
Doing lads.
I'm literally 1 minute away from Acai World, the shop that got burnt down in Sydney. I wonder if the shop is just still fried, like it just burnt down to pieces, or if there's actually people there. Was it like a caravan, Nick? Do you remember what it was?
No, I think it was an actual store.
Bro, I can't see anything here. Guys, I'm very confused. I've got to just double check. Oh, wait a second. Maybe it's inside the car park. Oh, let's go into the gym and ask some people inside if they know what happened. Bro, it's like disappeared. I can't see where it would have been either. See, there's some acai buckets lying around. See, it must be here. It must have been like, what's going on here, bro? Do you know if the shop got burned down here or was it somewhere else?
You gotta get like consent from the owner.
Oh, okay.
It's not you.
Fair, fair.
Pass your details on to you and then they can contact you.
Okay, sure. That'd be good, yeah.
What's the name? I've seen you on YouTube.
Jamie.
That's right.
Nice to meet you, bro. We're doing a part 2 for the Acai World video. No, we want to actually help them rebuild and everything, so get some awareness out there, you know? Are they doing all right, or it's pretty rough?
I'd say it's rough,
Yeah, right. Have they started to rebuild, or? That's good, man. Yeah, let them know, man. Give us a buzz and we can try help out. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you guys, right? Thank you. So it must have been here. So they must be rebuilding. Crazy, man. How this whole place can be burnt down by, I don't know who.
After leaving my manager's number at reception, I spent the next few days anxiously waiting for the 2 store owners from Acai World to hopefully call me back. But just as we were starting to lose hope, I got an unexpected phone call.
Happened, and he said that they've had heaps of media inquiries and they're just sort of being a bit picky with who they give this story to. The fact that place is getting firebombed, so we need to get onto it now, you know? So anyway, I said that to him and he said that they're happy to sit down and do that.
They're happy to do an interview?
Happy to do an interview, so.
Yeah. Oh, bro, that's so good. Because I wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth. I think that there's just been too many people that are obviously in the war because they have an acai store somewhere in Western Sydney, but they haven't actually been the target of any criminal activity like these guys have.
Hopefully, we can get to the bottom of what this acai war is all about.
So today is finally the day where we're gonna go and visit the guys from Acai World, the store that got burnt down recently in that firebombing. It took us, multiple messages. I had to obviously rock up to the store. They weren't there. Phone calls from my manager, to actually line up this interview. I wasn't even sure, Justin, if they were gonna say yes.
What I'm wondering the most is, like, what are the next steps from here? Where do you go from getting your store burnt down? Are they gonna try and go back to business as usual? Are they gonna relocate, spend more on security? I don't know.
I mean, I'm excited to meet the boys, understand exactly what happened, and just, I guess, get to the bottom of this acai war once and for all. How are you, bro? Nice to meet you, man.
Oh,
Jamie, how are you?
That's things, brother.
Sorry we're late, bro.
How are you, bro?
This is Danny, this is Justin.
Have I really not answered my phone?
What's that? I don't know. So my manager hasn't been answering me either. I think he's caught up in a meeting.
Ray's not answering me.
Oh, the other guys, they're not here yet?
They didn't even tell me we were coming.
Oh, really?
You're supposed to come yesterday.
Yeah, but we had to postpone. We had some videographer trouble. It was last minute.
You told me that, but they never told me you was rescheduled.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, we thought we did. Are they around or?
Good question.
After working through some miscommunications, the boys finally felt comfortable sitting down and sharing the truth behind what really happened that night as their store got burned down to the ground.
Alrighty boys, thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of this video. I'm very blessed to have you here. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves to the camera and tell us a bit about what you do.
My name is Ray. I work at Acai World and this is my uncle.
My name is Sam. Everyone calls me Red.
So let's start off, what made you guys open up the Acai World in the first place?
We were just sitting at home, us as a family, and we just love acai. It's a popular dessert now, but back then we never really thought of it as a business, but business was thriving in the acai businesses. So we did it as a family, and from the start we've just enjoyed it because it's almost like we've never left home.
And I guess for you, Red, what did it take for you guys to actually achieve such success in such a short time with this acai store?
The acai game was booming as it is. Everyone was opening up shops and whatnot, this and that. We just sort of jumped on. At the start, it was just me and my brother. So me and my brother wake up every morning, go to work. I'd come home thrashed. Didn't really have the
energy to play with my kids and whatnot and this and that. And I thought to myself, okay, I come here, my sister works, my brother, my nephews, my wife, everyone comes together, and then we have the extended family where my workers, they're all like, you know, younger sisters and younger brothers, and it was beautiful. Yeah. I get to see my family every day.
I look forward to work every day. I work with my family, I work with my brother, my mum is the manager.
I don't think none of us look at this as a job anymore.
Yeah, it's really not.
So I thought, what's the best way to bring my family together? I mean, and I'm going now from workers to family members to customers. It's just one big happy family.
And how long ago did you guys open the store?
A year and a half now.
Yeah, it's been a year and a half, yeah.
I guess, you know, simply put, what does Acai World mean to you both?
It means working as a family. It means building our relationships together in a work environment.
For me, Acai World just turned into my family, and it literally is my whole family works here.
After hearing about the origins of Acai World and how close to their hearts this family business was to them, it was now time for me to finally get to the bottom of what I really came here for.
Can you bring us back to that sort of week where the firebombing took place? What was business like? What were the customers like? Did you have any kind of like internal problems, or was everything just going smoothly?
Business was normal, business was good. And then one day I got a phone call saying, don't get upset. One of the neighbours called me and said, don't get upset, your shop's on fire.
30 minutes after close.
Yeah, so it happened at about 2:45 in the morning. You probably left here, what, 2:15?
Yeah, it was standard shift, closed up, left.
So right after you guys left, this happened?
Yep, right after. We could have been in the truck.
Wow.
Yeah, on the cameras, you could see people come in.
Two guys come in, put petrol.
Jerry can it, and then
they petroled it. Yeah, they petroled everywhere, lit it up, and did the runner down the street. Who, why, where, only God knows this. And I've actually left this in God's hands. I've made peace with the money. It is what it is. Maybe God will give me tenfold over. Allahu ya'lam. But yeah, God can deal with this.
I was expecting maybe a bit of smoke, maybe an electrical spark. When we come here, there's like 8 fire trucks, police cars everywhere, sirens going off. And the actual place, the truck, looked like it got hit by a bomb.
This showed me, yeah, there is bad people in the world. I totally agree. But the support has been second to none. Customers, family, friends, suppliers. It is, I can't name them all because they are actually too much.
Do you think there was a motive behind the attack?
Because I don't know, I don't want to point fingers. There's a lot of maybes and who and maybe this and maybe that, but no proof, you don't point the finger.
When you think on that level, it kind of gives you ugly thoughts. When you find out the motive behind it, it doesn't change anything with our goals. If we end up finding out who it was, we believe it's just God coming down and saying, here's the information, because it's something that we need to act on. But so far, it's just been a ghost story, really.
And I guess I want to touch on this sort of topic that this video is about. Do you guys firstly believe there is some sort of Acai war? And I guess my next question would be, why do you think this war is taking place in the first place?
From what we know, in the Acai businesses, there's no wars, there's no conflicts. I've said this in the first video that we uploaded after the firebombing. The Acai Wars is just it's a hot topic. It's almost like a phrase, just to spark some controversy.
Acai Wars I reckon this is all something just to stir the pot.
I respect how you guys are saying that, because obviously you guys have essentially copped it the worst out of any Acai store in Sydney, and you're the one saying that you don't believe there's a war in the first place. So, like, respect to you guys, you know? Like, obviously, yeah, you guys are trying to do it right, and you guys are trying to rebuild, and so that's what I want to talk about next. So, I guess, how has the rebuild been? You know, this attack happened a couple months ago now, hasn't it? So, what's been the process from the attack, I guess, until now?
They burnt the shop. At the end of the day, it's all material. I'll build another one, I'll build it again, and I'll build it again, and I'll build it again, and no problem. But for now, I don't want to focus on these people. I want to focus on my family, the shop reopen, maybe get the second truck going, third truck going, sky's the limit now. It is getting better, and hopefully when we do reopen, it's only downhill from there.
Uphill, you mean? Uphill from there.
Downhill.
Downhill.
You said
Once I reopen, downhill.
Uphill.
Uphill's hard.
Uphill's good.
No, it's not.
Downhill's bad.
You serious?
Yeah.
Use a fuck.
Are you guys having a grand opening? Where can people come and support you guys, considering what's happened in the last few months?
The amount of positive comments, that's what we should really be focusing on. And that's what motivated us to reopen in no time. And hopefully it will be soon. Being optimistic is the main thing, and trying to get back up and running is the main goal. and we're working together all the day, every day, all day to make it happen.
So what do you want to say to the person or the people that did this?
This is purely between them and their creator. In this world, maybe I forgive them, maybe I don't, but on the day of judgment, they will be held accountable.
For the customers, for those that know me, you guys know that from the start of opening up, I've always showed how grateful we are for your support. The support has never gone away. Honestly, I can't wait to see all my friends again because this is what it felt like to us. When I left home, it's like I never left home. It's like I'm coming to my second home to see my extended family, and I just can't wait till the day of reopening. I can't wait to see you guys.
Thank you, bro. That was great. That was great. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
All right, cut. When you go uphill, you're struggling.
No, I want it to be uphill for you because uphill is a good thing.
What the f***? I've been saying it my whole life wrong.
Downhill is when it's bad.
Cause I beg to differ with you, bro. If you got a car, hold on, you got a car, you're driving. Are you all agreed with them or me?